Hello everyone, I hope you are doing great. My name is Rawan Elessy. Today I'm here to talk about Korean culture. I'm really so lucky because I have this chance to talk about country that I love. I love all details about Korea, and I am a K-pop fans for 7 years ago. Yes, so I want to say thank you, Dr. Abed Rabbouf, because you give me this chance to talk about a country that I really love. Now, let's go to talk about culture without lose our time. At first, I want to speak about today goals, what I'm really want to do. I will introduction to the Korean culture. Then I will speak about etiquette, eat and drinks. Then I will speak things to avoid in Korea. Then things you must know. Then I will speak about Korean superstition. Finally, I will have four different topics I want to share with you guys, if you don't mind. Now let's start. There is, guys, as you know, there is a lot to understand about Korean culture. A lot more than I can cover it in this presentation. And this is so sad for me because I cannot cover everything here. And as you know, there is a lot of public moral and value stems from the teaching of Confucius, who promoted harmony within society, compassion, and empathy above individual needs and wants. And guys, now let's start to talk about etiquette food. As you know, guys, in Korea, they have many things you shouldn't do when you eat or when you are in the restaurant or something like that. Today I want to speak about three main things. At first, wait for older to eat before you do. Then I will speak about be careful with your chopstick. Then I will speak about help other before you help yourself. Let's start to talk about wait for older to eat before you do. Okay, guys, if you are go to the restaurant with old man or woman, exactly businessman, you shouldn't start eat. Just you should start eat when this old man start to eat. When he start to eat, then you can start to eat. If you don't do that, this is not respectful thing you do. No, you should wait the older to eat, then you can eat. Okay. Second, I will go to be careful with your chopstick. Okay, as you know, guys, Korean people using chopstick to eat. They love to use it so much, and it is the main thing that used in Korea to eat. It's really very flexible and can be used to eat, but you should have more practice, then you can eat with it in a so good way. Actually, for me, at first time when I'm trying to use it, I mean chopstick, I have my cornflakes and try to eat with my chopstick. It's cornflakes without milk. Okay, and yeah, and it's gone, and I'll be so good. So a little practice, you can be good. Okay, I want to speak about two things you shouldn't do with your chopstick. At first, okay, you shouldn't pointing them at other people. Just try to keep them pointing down at your food or toward your mouth. Okay. The second things, guys, please avoid to do that. Don't do that. Try to don't do that because okay, what is that? Just I want to say something. And don't put your chopstick straightly up in a bowl of rice. No, because that is mean bad luck, the death. Okay, Korean people hate doing that. Okay, so and they think this is give a bad luck, a very bad luck. So if you if you don't mind, just rest chopstick on a napkin or in your bowl. Okay, I hope it's clear. Third, I want to speak about help other before you help yourself. Okay, guys, I want to say something that you should know. In Korean restaurant, they put a book under the table and sorry, I mean they put a box under the table, and this box they put chopstick and spoon. Okay, or maybe they put it in a box in a drawer or something like this. Okay, uh, it's except that the person nearest the this box, he will pass it. He will pass the spoon and chopstick to the other before themselves, and it's often best to place a spoon and chopstick together on a paper napkin and pass it to the other person. Okay, this first things. Secondly, when your drinks arrive at the table, be sure to pour for other people first. Fill up other glasses before you get the drinks. Which lead on the next point, okay? This about food etiquette. Now I want to speak about four things you shouldn't do it. At first, don't understatement their knowledge and intelligence, as the Korean public is very culturally educated and politically aware. Second, okay guys, if you are so angry, okay, avoid to have these strong emotions of angry, sad, because Korean people hate that, and doing so many cause you to lose face. Okay, third things. Okay, Korean people hate anyone to tell them you are similar as Japan. No, they don't like this similarity. They like to have their own identity. Okay. Finally, shoes are not always allowed inside my restaurant. Okay, so just take it off if you are going to the restaurant. And if you don't know, it's allowed to you, like to go with your shoes. Just look at your shoes, and they will understand what you want, and they will take to you. You can take off or keep it. Okay. Now I have three things, and I really wanted you to know. At first, take off your shoes when you arrive. Second, for most local English is sorely lacking. Third, the Seoul subway system is huge. The lines sometimes long and ajuma apash. About the ajuma, guys. Ajuma, it's the word. I don't know if it's the same thing in English, but this word mean old woman. In Korea, there is a group of ajuma. They are like travel for many country, and they are uh, pushing a people in subway. Yeah, and this is one of the worst things in Korea. Okay, here guys, I have traditional clothes, Korean traditional clothes, hanbok, and here we have a Korean food, tteokbokki, sushi, kimchi. Now, guys, I want to speak about Korean superstition number 4. Number 4, it's about number 4. Okay, guys. In Korea, the number 4 is considered unlucky as the word of death, and 4 have the same pronunciation in Korea. When you get in a lift, the bottle from the fourth floor will often be F instead of 4. Or sometimes they skipped altogether, and you should never give set of 4 as a gift. Okay? So please try to don't talk about number 4 in Korea. They hate it. Now I have 4 different topics I want to speak about it, and yeah, it's just for knowledge. At first, I will speak about kimchi. Kimchi, guys, as we know, it is the native obsessions with kimchi. Seriously, it's a fermented complete. And as you know, guys, kimchi, they consider it a traditional food, and they have one day all families are coming to a grandmother house, and okay, then they coming to the grandmother or grandfather house, and all member of family coming, and they help each other to make kimchi, as we do when we collect olive. Second thing I want to speak about, what's my age? In Korean, the first day for the baby, they consider it 1 year. Not like us. Like, I'm 17, but in Korea, I'm 18. Like, I'm 19, in Korea, I'm 20. Something kind of this. And now let's talk about writing and reading the date. In American English, they write month, day, year, but in Korea, they write year, month, day. So be careful when you read a day in Korea. Now, finally, let's speak about magic building. Okay, magic building, it's coming from the land of the external tea brick. The rate that building appear and disappear in Korea is nothing short of auspicious. 1 week you will walk past her dress, and the next week it's fully different. That you have a restaurant, and oh, you say, oh my god, what is that? I should hair dress. How was be like hair dress? And yeah, this is in Korea. It's nothing mean a lot. Guys, this is what I have today, and thank you for listening to me, and I hope you have a great day. And again, thanks a lot, Dr. Abd Rabbu, and see you in another project.